Superstar Bill Dundee. Let's bring him out here right now. Talk to him about the tour coming up. Here he is, right here. You're looking at him perhaps for the last time on USWA Championship Wrestling. As again, in case you joined us a couple of minutes late, Bill's accepted an executive position with another wrestling organization. And Bill, I'm happy for you. Congratulations on the new position. But gosh, going to miss seeing you around here.
Well, Dave, I appreciate the kind words, and for the last 20 years, I've been here every Saturday morning, and, you know, I've been thinking about this all week, and it didn't seem real hard when I was thinking about it, but it's awful hard to say it. You know, the wrestling fans, without the wrestling fans, there ain't no wrestling, so let's not mistake that. But to become more than that after 20 years, it's like, you know, little guys this big now, they're this big. They say, man, I've been watching you all my life, you know. Well, that's true. 20 years I've been around here, and you get to love the people. I know a lot of them love me, some you know, some may, some not, but most of them do. And I've had a good rapport with all the fans, and I just want to take this opportunity, and I talked to Eddie Martin. I said, hey, man, book me everywhere this week where USWA is going to go, because I personally want to say goodbye. So I'm going to go down to WCW and see what happens down there. I don't know. Probably have to wear the suit and the tie. I don't know. But anyway, when I climb in this ring today for this TV match today, this is the last time it's going to be here. And then all week long, I'm going to be around where USWA is. And I just want to say goodbye to everybody personally. Dave, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Bill. It's been great watching you all this time in the ring there. And again, congratulations on the new job in the ring right now. Mike Miller, this has the makings of a good one. Boy, got a tough opponent to go out on television here today, too, and beat Mike Miller. Mike Miller jumped into the ring and jumped Dundee almost immediately. Dundee didn't even get his warm-up jacket off. Miller, boy, I tell you what, Miller looks like he has had a rough week, too. Looks like he has been beaten up. His face is a mess. I don't know. Maybe motorcycle problem or what, but well, I tell you what, Miller. Yeah, anyway, he jumps Bill Dundee immediately, even before the opening bell sounded. It hasn't let up. Look at him choking Dundee back on the rope. But there's the type of competitor we're talking about in the Superstar. He said he's been around here a long time, but he still doesn't back up a step from even somebody as tough as Mean Mike Miller. He's got him down on the mat, pounding away with the right hand. Mike Miller grabs him by the face, shoves him back. Dundee on the mat. A boot by Mean Mike Miller, followed by a right hand. He wears that glove on the right hand, doubles it up, nails Dundee across the side of the face, and Billy, the Superstar, in trouble here. Back into the corner. Mean Mike Miller continues to work on him, brings him out to the middle of the ring. The referee, Kevin Christian, checking things out here. Dundee comes up with a right hand doubled up. Saw the referee pointed at him, warning him about the doubled up fist. He's, I'm sure, thinking, for heaven's sakes, this guy has hit me 3 or 4 times with a fist. There's Miller's doubling it up again. There, look at that. Mike Miller's face. He's got bandages all across his forehead, under the eye. He is really messed up. He has been hammered by something or someone. Oh, what is this? Master of Terror and Mike Samples into the ring, jumping Bill Dundee. Mike Miller just backs away and watches. Samples shoves the referee out of the way. The Master of Terror throws Dundee down on the floor. Oh, come on, stop this. Got him up in the air, dropping him with a pile driver on the floor. Mike Samples egging him on. Master of Terror has him up in the air again, and for the second time, he drops Dundee with a pile driver. Samples over with a boot to the back. Master of Terror continues to work on him. Mike Samples is just watching this over from the side. As Samples... as the Master of Terror and Mike Samples came running in here, jumped Bill Dundee during the match. They had no business here to begin with, and now Mike Miller nails him one time for good measure, too. Samples and the Master of Terror continue to work on it. Here comes some help. Here comes Jerry Lawler. Lawler grabs Samples, nails him. Here's Danny Davis. And now, finally, they get Samples, the Master of Terror, left for a moment, but Lawler throws him back this way. Danny Davis knocks him out of there. And finally, maybe we're rid of him. Danny is... Oh, here's Mike Samples coming back. He nails Danny Davis, picks up Bill Dundee, and he's setting up for a pile driver. The third pile driver on Bill Dundee out here on the floor. Davis and Lawler going back to work on it. And finally, Samples and the Master of Terror leave. We're going to take a break, and we'll be returning after this. Stay with us. Here, just for a word or two, King helped out there along with Danny Davis in getting rid of the master terror, Mike Samples, just a few moments ago. There he comes, saying hello to the fans for, well, I guess first time in 1993 on USWA Championship Wrestling. King, welcome. Happy New Year to you, and I know you've got Mike Samples on your mind.
Well, I got Mike Samples. I got a lot of stuff on my mind. First of all, you know, this is a great-looking group of people. Can we get a shot and let them be on TV for a minute? Come on, let's make some noise over there. Started off right out here. Of course, I can't exactly say the same for Bill there just a second ago. You know, I watched Bill come out here and talk for a second about his new, I guess what you call a career move, and a great opportunity it is for Bill. I think that hopefully 1993 will be a very exciting year for professional wrestling in general, not just here in the USWA. You know, for years we have told everybody, worked hard, fought our brains out trying to convince everybody that the wrestlers here in the USWA were as tough as any other organization anywhere in the world. And unfortunately, the competition the past few years has not been always between the wrestlers. It's been more competition between the organizations themselves, the WWF, the WCW, USWA, and some of the other smaller organizations have been basically forced out of business by these bigger groups. And, you know, really the fans are the ones that suffer when this kind of situation takes place. But as I said, hopefully 1993 things look exciting because some of these, the bigger organizations are looking around, and I think they realize that there's some great talent right here in the USWA. The WCW called Bill Dundee. They look down here, they see the great things happening here. They call Bill Dundee and asked him to come and join their organization and see if they can get some of these exciting things happening in the WCW. As a lot of people have probably seen, I have myself been the past few weeks right there on the WWF television, and they called me, asked me if I would come sit in on their TV, simply because I think they looked around the country and they said, who is the most exciting guy we see on television anywhere in the world? And it's the King, and so they want to call me to come up there. But I want to tell you one thing. I am not leaving my home. I am not leaving the USWA. I am here to stay. I can guarantee you that. And we're going to see, you know what? One of the things that I saw was when I went up to the WWF, I saw Macho Man Randy Savage. I saw Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. I saw the Mouth of the South Jimmy Hart. Every one of these guys are the same wrestlers that started and wrestled right here in this studio, right here in this ring, stood right here in front of everybody. They're the same guys. And as I said, hopefully in 1993, the competition will now get back between the wrestlers where it belongs, and maybe the organizations will be able to get along, and all the fans are going to be they're going to be the ones that'll benefit from this because they'll see some great matches between all the wrestlers and all the organizations, and that's what'll be exciting. Now you said, Mike, I've dragged this out, but anyway, Mike Miller was out here with a little beat up face. I'm not going to comment on that. I'm not going to tell you what happened there. I'll leave that to your imagination. But Mike Samples, we had this little Moondog Battle Royal, and Mike Samples, in my opinion, cost me $10,000. Now, when somebody costs me $10,000, I don't like it, and I don't take it lightly. Now, I was number 12 in that Battle Royal. A lot of guys had already been eliminated. There were only 4 more guys to enter after me. I was sitting pretty. I went in there, and I took the garbage can in, and I was busting heads left and right. All of a sudden, Mike Samples reaches in his pocket, pulls out some kind of object there, and knocks my lights out. Well, Mike Samples, like I said, I feel like you cost me $10,000, and so that there's no misunderstanding about it, let's just take just a second, take a look at what Mike Samples did, and then you're going to realize, punk, exactly why the King wants a little bit of your rear end.
Lawler's got a trash can. Mike Samples, Nelly Jerry in there. He clobbered him with something. He pinned Lawler 2-3 to get him.
That's it, Mike Samples, everybody saw it. You got it out of your pocket, you hit me in the head with it, you put it back in your pocket, and then I come up, not winning the Battle Royal, costing me $10,000. So Mike Sample, I want you to realize one thing, pal. Me and you, I got a little date with you. Look out, Dave, look out. Look out.
Mike Miller throwing a chair at Lawler. What is going on here? Miller, man, he came out with that folding metal chair up in the air, ready to throw it, and he did. Here comes some help. Let's see if we can get them apart there. Well, I don't know what that's all about. The King talking about Mike Santos. Although he did mention Miller earlier and said he wasn't going to have any comment about the way Miller looked today. You know, we had mentioned during the match, there they go again. We had mentioned during the match that Miller had been in some kind of fight or something. His face is really messed up. They got him apart now. Jeff, Eddie, and Freezer and everybody been helping holding the King back and getting him out of here. Boy, I don't know what the deal is, but I'm going to try to find out what's going on here. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with you in a moment. Stay with us.